My gym trainer humiliated me for being overweight, so I exposed him and got him fired. Jake, the shredder, had biceps the size of watermelons, but a tendency to insult me at every single turn. If I drank water, he'd tell me to stop because I already had enough water in my belly. If I took a break, he'd call me lazy gorilla and tell me to get back on the treadmill. I had signed up for his sessions thinking I'd found my path to finally getting healthy. Instead, I got a front row seat to psychological warfare disguised as training. My first session started with Jake circling me like a predator, making notes on his clipboard while shaking his head. Jesus, when's the last time you saw your feet without a mirror? A few people snickered and my face burned as he continued his assessment, grabbing my arm and jiggling it. Look at this, pure marshmallow. We've got serious work to do here. 2 weeks later during a session, Jake had me doing squats when he suddenly stopped me mid-rep. Hold up. Everyone gather around. This is a teaching moment. See how the knees are caving? That's what happens when you carry an extra 100 pounds of cookie dough. He demonstrated the correct form while I stood there with my cheeks burning again, wanting nothing more than to disappear. But everyone told me Jake was the best, and since I wanted to lose weight desperately, I didn't quit. By week 4, Jake's cruelty reached new depths. He started taking before photos of me from the worst angles, claiming they were for progress tracking, but posting them in the trainer's group chat with crying, laughing emojis. I know because the janitor, feeling bad, showed me one night. I ended up just crying myself to sleep and thinking this is just how training is supposed to be, but I was getting close to breaking apart. Then one day during week 5, I was struggling through burpees when Jake stopped the session entirely. You know what? This isn't working. You're not committed enough. He pulled out his phone and showed me a premium package for $500 extra per month. Special cases like you need specialized attention. More money, more accountability. When I hesitated, he leaned in close. Let's be real, bro. You'll never succeed on your own. Either pay more or stay fat. He said it quietly, but his eyes were cold, cruel. That's when I stopped. I stopped feeling bad for myself and started feeling rage. I wanted Jake to suffer, and that became my next biggest motivation. I started thinking back to every insult he had hurled my way and realized that he only ever did that when other people were present. He thrived for the attention he'd get after putting me down, so I decided to use exactly that. I booked another session, but this time I placed my phone strategically behind my water bottle holder with the camera facing out. Jake started his usual routine, but this time I was ready. I deliberately struggled with a simple exercise, knowing exactly what would come next. Jake exploded better than I could have hoped. Are you effing kidding me? A toddler could do this better than you. He kicked my water bottle in frustration, right into my phone's view. You're pathetic, you know that? I've trained pigs with more potential. He grabbed my arm hard enough to leave marks. Maybe if you weren't such a fat piece of shit, you'd actually make progress. He went on for 3 solid minutes, unleashing every cruel thought while my phone captured it all in crystal clear HD. That night, I edited the best parts of the video together and sent it to the gym's management along with a single line of threat. If I see Jake at the gym again, I will post this online and tag your gym's name. The corporate response was exactly as I had expected. They would throw anyone under the bus to preserve their reputation. First, they sent me a refund for every dollar I had spent on memberships, and then assured me that Jake would be dealt with. By the next morning, his face was off every promotional poster, and he was fired. But that wasn't the real satisfaction. I was offered a lifetime membership, so I decided to continue my journey in silence. And 4 days in, I got a pleasant surprise. Jake was bruised up and being dragged into the gym by 3 dudes who were even bigger than him. They looked right at me and introduced themselves as trainers from other gyms. This scumbag does not represent us or our culture. Then right in front of everyone, they made Jake kneel and apologize to me. I could see him fuming, wanting nothing more than to probably punch me in the face, but he couldn't. As soon as he said sorry, he was dragged back out and thrown onto the street. Those 3 amazing dudes offered to train me for free, and their actions gave me enough motivation to last for another 2 years. With their help, I lost more than 100 pounds and built enough muscle to boost my self-esteem to the level of a politician. As for Jake, gyms and clients from all over the city blacklisted him, after which he disappeared forever.